Welcome to Joan's Junk Journals and More. Today's video on using up your scrap strips for tags and journal cards is dedicated to Patricia and Mary. First, I choose a 12 by 12 cardstock that I personally do not care for. Now that I chose the cardstock that I want to cover, I'm going to trim off this wee little bit up the top, and then I'm going to cut this 12 by 12 into 3 by 4 and 3 by 6 pieces for journal cards and tags. Then I will be right back. Now you will get 4 3 by 6 pieces and 6 3 by 4. We'll start off with one of the 3 by 6 pieces and put it on top of a glue page. Next, I have my glue stick, and you guessed it, more scrap paper. So I'm just going to line these all up in pretty little rows. And then as soon as I know how I'm going to lay them out, then I will glue them all together. Okay, I'm going to put a bunch of glue on this cardboard stock here. Now, if it's not covered totally, I'm not worried about it because I'm going to get out my sewing machine again. And if you don't have a sewing machine or you don't like to sew paper, just make sure that you add enough glue for all the pages to stick together. Pages? Paper? That's the one. Now, I don't want so much green, so I'm putting this over just a little off to the edge. This would have been a perfect one for Valentine's, I think. Oh well, maybe next year, right? Now I'm going to just press down the glue really good onto that piece of cardstock. And trim all the edges of these papers right close to the edge of the tag. Then if we want, let's say, a journal card to match the tag, we'll just add a little bit of glue here again. We'll put the dot one at the top. And the bright pink. And we're just going to keep going right in the same order as the last one. Now I'll take my corner rounder. I'm using the largest corner rounder on here. Round all 4 corners. I think I'll make this one to be the top, so I'll round these 2 bottom corners. And this is just in case the receiver wants to put this into a pocket. Then I'm going to trim off the corners of a tag. Take that little corner, flip it right over. That way both sides are even. And get my hole punch. Oh, we'll use the square hole punch today. Oh. I don't know where my other ones disappeared. Somewhere underneath all this mess on my desk. Okay, so I'm going to do this to the rest of these cards. Then I'm going to sew around the edge, and I will be back. Okay, I thought I would do this last one just a little bit different, just to show you it doesn't always have to be exactly horizontal. And so I'm going to do it vertical, going that way, not or but. Got me? Now I want to try to keep these colors all sort of together so they match more or less, give or take. Oh, sorry about the train in the background. It's got a little black dots on there. I don't want it on the final product. And this one I will also sew around the edge. Now, are you ready to see the other side? Oh, I like that. I should glue that down just a little bit better before I sew it. I should have done a few more like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now I'm ready to sew all of these. I'll sew all of these, clean up my desk a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, for those of you who don't know what I do, after I sew around the edge of cards, I take my bone folder and I simply just press down where I stitched. And I press down on both sides. And in doing this, it actually makes it smoother. And then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take a sheet of this craft sticky paper. And then I'm just going to quickly draw a line so I know where I'm going to cut. I will have the link for this paper down below. And if you can separate it, it's kind of like separating a sticker from its backing. There we go. And I'm going to try to keep these threads here because if I give them away, let's say in Happy Mail, some people like these threads hanging down, others don't. So for the ones who like them hanging down, they'll still have them. And then I'm just going to trim around the edge of this card here. It is a little hard because it's sticky paper. And then I'm going to bring the threads down out of the way. And then, surprise, instead of having stitching showing at the back and a paper that you can't write a little note or something or journal on, there you go, beautiful. And you can journal on the back of this if you like. Then the last step is grab your distress ink if you like. I will be using this one, which is ground espresso today. And I'm just going to ink the edges. Now, those of you who have watched my channel for a while, you know that I love inking and I love sewing. And this is not necessary at all. And if you want something lighter, like I will use this one, which is Vintage Photo. Let me pick a different card here. And then as soon as I finish inking all of these cards, I will be back. Now, a quick couple last minute little embellishments on here. I do have the link for this wonderful little hole punch down below. And then if only I could cut it straight, would have been wonderful. So let's do something about that one so it doesn't show that wonky hole. After I do something with these ones. Now I will keep these little bits here that I cut off just for other embellishments like clusters, etc. Okay, now what should we do with this one? Okay, I can't wait until I get my Tim Holtz stapler instead of these big staples here. And I'm just squishing the staple with these little pliers so nothing catches on the back. Okay, I guess I could cut that down a little bit more. Then let's put a little flower or something on here. Oh, I love that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just hot glue this beautiful little flower on top. Thank you for watching. I love and I appreciate you all, and I hope to see you all again soon.